My next guest has been called HOTUS, Hairstylist of the United States, after working at the White House for nearly 8 years on First Lady Michelle Obama as her personal hairstylist. He not only gives the artist touch to my hair, his roster of clients include Queen Latifah, Samira Wiley, and Kerry Washington. And with his new book, Natural and Curly Hair for Dummies, he's helping people straighten their crowns and feel good about their natural hair. Please welcome my friend and my stylist every day on this show, Johnny Wright! All right. So I have to tell everyone, this is a labor of love. In between doing my hair every single morning, he was peeling off, writing this book.
Yeah.
But the reality is, hair is in your blood. Your grandmother was a hairstylist.
Yeah.
What's your grandmother's name?
Minnie Brown.
Minnie Brown.
Yeah.
And so you grew up watching what we do to our hair.
Yeah, of
to
course.
present ourselves at church, to present ourselves at work, to present ourselves every day.
In our lives,
In our lives.
Yeah.
How did that influence this book?
Oh, my grandmother was everything. You know, my grandmother started doing hair when she was 11 years old.
Wow.
She did hair till she was 91 years old. And she passed when she was 93. She was everything to me. I think I'm closer to my grandmother now that she's transitioned. She has guided me throughout my whole career. And she is the reason why I still do what I do, and I love what I do.
Yeah, you do, and you do a great job at it. I always tell people, I met Johnny, you were 20 years old, you were doing hair at home, and he came up to me and he said, you know what, I saw you on TV and I want to do your hair.
Yeah.
And I said, if you mess my hair up, I'm going to ruin your career.
Yeah, she did. She said something else, but you know, daytime TV.
But you did my hair, and one of the things I wrote in the foreword of your book is how much you care. You recognize that hair is political.
Yeah.
You recognize it's our identity. You recognize that it's a hot point. You jumped into this natural and curly hair thing, knowing there's a big divide between people who say we should not relax and those who say keep it natural. Mm-hmm. Where do you stand on this?
There are almost 8 billion people on this universe. And with that, we have a rainbow of personalities, and you should be able to express yourself however you want to.
Yeah.
Right? And my book is not about shaming anyone that does relaxers.
Yeah.
My book is about giving people options, right? So if you want to transition, if you want to try the natural hair thing out, this book will guide you. But at the end of the day, my book is really about healthy hair, period.
Healthy hair, period. I love it. Yeah. And you take us through pro tips. And to your point, hair is an evolving thing. You might want to do something natural one day, and you might not the next day.
Yeah, exactly. You could change it up and do whatever you want. I always tell people a person's hair is the first thing you hear before they speak. It tells you a lot about their personality before they utter a word. If they're sassy, if they're conservative, if they're edgy, if they're sexy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I feel that I am a storyteller because hair is a part of the illustration of your story, right? And so being able to sculpt and style your hair the way that you want to speak and communicate with people is definitely a luxury.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thumbing through this book because there's a very special page in here. What page? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there. Is this way?
Yeah.
Is it this way? Hold on.
Keep going.
Keep going. Hold on. It's live TV. Y'all can tell I ain't getting sleep last night.
There he is.
There's a very special page. Moses is in the book because Johnny also talks about, oh, there you go. There he is right there with his curly hair. Johnny talks about how also to help our children understand our hair, because a lot of what happens to us in life starts as a child. As I said, I got a relaxer at 9 years old.
Yeah.
So you're teaching us how to also care for our children's hair so they can be adults who are secure in their space.
Yeah, and teaching them to embrace themselves naturally. You know, finding dolls that represent them, you know, their complexion, their hair texture. There's so many more things out there on the market that you can do that now. Back in the day, the Barbies were all white, right? But now you can have those dolls and they can say, oh, she looks like me. You know, you see Little Mermaid, and that's why it's so important to have that representation because it looks like me. And you could talk about that with your child and get them more comfortable with themselves.
And you cross the spectrum. Obviously, the majority of this is people of color, but these tips can be used by anybody who wants to wear their hair curly or step out of their lane. I love it.
Initially, the book was called Natural Hair for Dummies. I included natural and curly hair for dummies because we wanted to cover Latino dad and all those people, biracial people, and all those people who have curly hair.
All right.
So this book is for anybody who has curly hair.
Thank you, Johnny. Johnny's new book, Natural and Curly Hair for Dummies, available now everywhere books are sold. We'll be right back.